Hello everyone and welcome back to week 3 of my Owl Readathon vlog. So in this first little intro clip I'm going to kind of recap you on all the things I have left to read, as this is the halfway point. So we're going to talk about the few books that I have left to finish for the rest of the readathon. The first book I have left to read for the readathon is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I'm currently halfway through this and this fits the prompt of a book with either sprayed edges or a red cover. Following that I will be reading Crooked Kingdom, and this book is the one that fits Care of Magical Creatures, which is a land animal on the cover. This one has a crow, I believe that bird is, so we're considering that a land animal and it counts. So this will be the next one that I finish, and that'll help me finish up the duology as well. Then after that I have 2 possible books to read, and that is either Red, White, and Royal Blue or Perks of Being a Wallflower. I've never read Perks of Being a Wallflower, and that typically gets a lot of oh my god replies. In terms of Perks of Being a Wallflower, I did read this about a year or 2 ago and I got like 70 pages in and I hated it. But since everybody in the booktube community and the book community in general really likes this book, I'm trying to give it another chance. I DNF'd it and I really just kind of want to pick it back up and give it another shot. I don't think I gave it a good enough shot the first try, so I'm trying to read it again to give it my all, per se. And this fits the prompt for History of Magic, which is a book that was published 10 or more years ago. And Red, White, and Royal Blue is a new release that has had a lot of hype in the book community as well. And this is the age line an adult work, and I'm very excited to pick this up. I have friends who have read it and they really liked it, so I'm really excited to get to this one this month as well. I'm kind of talking as if this is like a TBR for the month, which it kind of is, but it's also not, so I don't know. The last book I have that I need to finish in order to complete all 12 prompts of the readathon is a retelling, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Yo, what up? That's a lie. I forgot to mention astronomy, which is going to be The Fault in Our Stars. So I have to read that one too. I've already read that one. I'm just rereading it because it was one of my first reads. I've talked about it twice on my channel so far, so I'm not going to talk about it in my little editing clip, but I just wanted to say that. I also have to read The Fault in Our Stars. I'm reading this one last because I know it's a trilogy and I probably will want to pick up the other 2 immediately after finishing this one, but they don't fit in any prompts because I've already completed them, or they just don't fit in general. So that's why I'm making sure I read this one last, that way if I do want to read it I can pick up the next ones and not worry about it. So that is everything I have left to finish for the readathon. So all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reading vlog. What's good? Fancy seeing you again. This clip's out of focus. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, sorry. Hello, I'm gonna update you now. I am currently on my way back to my apartment. I spent Father's Day with my dad at my parents' house. So I'm coming back here for a couple days just so I can go to the gym and stuff nearby. All that being said, I finished Six of Crows last night. It was so good. I loved it so much. I have not started Crooked Kingdom. I thought I was going to, and then I just got on a YouTube binge. I watched Lala and Chloe. It was a mess. I was all over the place last night. All that being said, I'm heading to the gym in about 30 minutes. And I'm going to get a good workout in, but I don't think I'm going to listen to the audiobook again of Crooked Kingdom. I really want to read it physically. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately, and though I do prefer audiobooks sometimes because I like to do other things while I read, I've been listening to so many audiobooks. All my reads this month essentially have been audiobooks, and though I've been loving it, I'm just ready for a change. I'm ready to sit down with my book and get cozy and do all that stuff. So I think I'm just gonna kind of read this one physically. I do have the audiobook in case I want it, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. If I'm on the go in the car driving to and from my parents' house, because I know I'm gonna do that a little bit this week, then if I'm still reading Crooked Kingdom by that point, I'll listen to the audiobook because I'll want to continue in the story, obviously, and I have it to my disposal. But I kind of just want to reconnect with the art of physically reading, and since I am able to do that, I think I would like to continue the Six of Crows duology by reading it like that, and I don't think that's weird. I don't know, I just vented for 2 minutes about absolutely nothing that had no pertinence to anything, but that's how my channel works. In 2 minutes, I could have essentially said, finished Six of Crows, loved it, haven't started Crooked Kingdom, going to start Crooked Kingdom, but trying to not read it on audiobook this time. Way to go, Shelby. Hi, so I know I've been really bad about updating this week. I've been like really exhausted. I haven't done much reading. It's just kind of been one of those weeks, and I'm not like in a reading slump. I'm just tired all the time. All that being said, I'm going to the gym right now. I may try and listen to the Crooked Kingdom audiobook, but like I don't have high hopes on that. That's all the updates I really have. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry this vlog sucks. Maybe I'll do I think I'm going to the museum with my dad, and then we're gonna go see Aladdin this week. So hopefully it'll get better as the week goes on. I'm really sorry. I'm trying my best. I'm wearing my Marauders map socks today. I got them in a advent calendar box. The Harry Potter one that came out like 2 years ago. Aren't they so cute? I love them. Let's chat for a second. Still reading Crooked Kingdom. It's now Wednesday in the middle of the day, and by middle of the day I mean 5 p.m. I am still on the beginning. I'm on page 165, and I have been listening to the audiobook a little bit, and I just have a couple things to say about this audiobook. Number one, why does Inej's chapter pronounce Kaz's name Kaz? Number two, Kaz's voice in Wyland's chapter is just too much for me, so I wouldn't recommend this audiobook. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm still reading it. I'm trying to get through it. I don't know I don't think I'm hitting a reading slump because I'm like really enjoying the story. I just don't think I've like made the time to read like I normally do. That being said, I'm gonna try and get this done by like Friday. I've got some cool plans for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, Thursday, myself and my dad are going to the museum. And then on Friday, I'm getting my hair done, and I'm going to see Aladdin because it's touring here in Dallas. So that's kind of the game plan for the rest of the week. I'm sorry this vlog is less interesting. Hopefully it picks up as my week gets more interesting, but sorry this one's been a little bit more boring. I just haven't done the reading I should be doing. Hello, good morning. It is Friday morning. I have gotten about halfway through Crooked Kingdom. I've been kind of dueling the audiobook as well as the physical copy, which I have here. So like I said, I'm about halfway through. As previously mentioned, me and my dad are going to a museum today, so I'm going to get ready for that, and I'm going to be listening to the audiobook of Crooked Kingdom while I do it, so I can make a little progress, and then I'm going to update you when I'm done. To go. I'm packing up my stuff for the weekend because I'm staying at my parents' house through Friday. I think I'll head back Saturday or something, but that's besides the point. Here's where I'm at now. So this is the top. That's how much I have left. So really enjoying it. It was kind of like a slow start for me, so you know, I don't love a good slow start, but now I'm really enjoying it, and it's like picking up, and I honestly thought I wasn't halfway through, but like apparently I'm more. I've been listening to the audiobook a lot more than I intended to, but I guess I'm just kind of in a physical reading slump, which I guess is okay. It happens, and at least I'm like not in a complete reading slump to where I don't want to like even listen to an audiobook. But I don't know, it's just weird because like I used to love physically reading, and then I found out about audiobooks, and now I like only listen to audiobooks, and it just feels wrong. Anyways, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and get out of here and make a ton of noise while I do it. Also, I forgot to mention I will be listening to the audiobook on the way to my parents' house, so I'll get a little bit more listening time in there as well. Okay, let's go. back at my parents' house and I'm currently eating a red velvet cake from Nothing But Cakes. I'm gonna get caught up on The Bachelorette, and then I'm going to keep reading Crooked Kingdom. My goal is to finish this by tomorrow, which is Friday, and then I have Perks of Being a Wallflower to pick up after that. So that's the goal. We'll see how it goes. I'm really enjoying Crooked Kingdom so far, but I haven't gotten very far. The museum was great, by the way. We saw a Christian Dior exhibit, and then we went to a street tacos place in Dallas, which was awesome. So yeah, that's been my day today. If I do any more reading, I'll catch you up. Sturmhond! Sturmhond! Okay, that's it. That's the update. I'm on page 386 out of 536. So about 140 pages left. I'm gonna try and finish it tonight. However, I don't know that I'll be able to. We'll see. Okay, I'm sorry for the lighting in this clip. It's just a quick, comment. I know people say that you don't need to read the Grisha trilogy in order to read Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows. And though I believe that to be true, I think you can still understand the Grishaverse and comprehend everything in Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom without having read the trilogy. There are certain things that I'm finding that Crooked Kingdom gives away about the trilogy. For example, there are certain identities that are revealed in the second book of the trilogy. There are moments of the story per se in the trilogy that come up in here, so you kind of know how things in the trilogy end up when you're reading Six of Crows, because this is set after the trilogy. So I really, though you don't need to have read the trilogy in order to comprehend, I do think you should, that way you don't get spoiled, unless you want to be spoiled, then go for it, but I'm just saying. Sad as I am to do it, I'm ending for the night on page 498. I am 30 pages from the end, and it's so good. The ending is great. I have to go to bed. It's 4:47 in the morning, but I'm determined to finish reading this physically, and it's taking me a bit longer because I get distracted. So that's kind of the reason it's taking me so long, but I'm determined to read these last 30 pages physically myself. No distractions, no audiobook. I want to finish them myself because I want to say I finished the book, and I haven't been able to do that with a lot of books because I'm oh, I finished it on audiobook, but I want to finish reading this book, So there's my little bookmark, and I will see you guys when I update you next. I don't want to say morning because I don't know if I'll update in the morning. Okay, I'll see you when I update next. Bye. We're back from getting our hair done. It is Friday, so it's the last day of this vlog, and I'm about to read the last 30-40 pages of Crooked Kingdom, and then I think I'm gonna take a nap because I'm tired, and then I may start Perks of Being a Wallflower before we go to Aladdin, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. I have 6 pages left, and my heart, I love Chbosky. That's it. That's the update. Okay. I just finished Crooked Kingdom, and oh my goodness, that was such a good ending. I really liked it. I really like how at the very beginning and ending of each book, she kind of throws in a perspective that you don't read in the book. So in the book you follow the perspective of all the 6 members of the dregs that we follow, so the 6 of Crows. And The first chapter is always somebody that gives a backstory to what's happening, and then the last one is always like a perspective that we don't see that kind of like foreshadows per se. And I just think Leigh Bardugo's writing is incredible. I did think this book was a little bit slower than Six of Crows for me. It was just a little bit less intense. Like, it picked up in the last 200 pages or so, and it was really good, those last 200 pages. But like, up until that point, I was like, all right, let's get this show on the road. Like, I get it. But then, like, when all the puzzle pieces started to fit together, it was just so good. It was so good. I'm so glad I finally read this duology. And I finished the trilogy this month. Like, I'm so glad I finally got around to it. I know she just wrote a Nikolai duology, which is a character that you meet in the trilogy. And he does play a part in this book as well. And that's not a spoiler, so like, don't worry. You just meet him later in the trilogy. And so she wrote that. So I might pick that up when I can find a copy. Well, like when I can get around to it. I might go to Target or something. But I'm excited that she's continuing to write in this world because I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna rate this yet. I'm thinking about it. I don't think it was a 5-star read for me because I wasn't like loving turning every page. I was just kind of like dreading to get somewhere, but I don't think it was quite a 4-star either. So you'll just have to watch my wrap up at the end of the month or follow me on Goodreads to find out. Okay, there's enough of my self promo. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and then maybe take a little nap. And then if I have time, I'll pick up Perks of Being a Wallflower, but we'll see. I say that a lot. We'll see. Like, I'm sorry. I say that a lot. I also say so and a lot. I'm still getting used to this whole vlogging thing. But we'll get better at it over time. I know we will. Alright. See, I'm not going to say we'll see because I almost did. So, loved it. Hello. So, we are back from Aladdin, and I am on page 4 of Perks of Being a Wallflower. I don't know. I'm trying my best to get into it. I think it's just gonna take some like getting used to in terms of the writing style, but I'm really gonna like give it my best chance. So we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I will like it. But all that being said, it is 11:30 on Friday night, which means that's the end of this vlog. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this was like less entertaining in terms of my reading, but hopefully like I made up for it with like other things. I don't know. But I will see you guys next week. I think next week's the last week of the vlog, so it'll come a little bit later. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your week and happy reading.